Let's see. Good morning, everybody. I'm live. I say that every week like it's a surprise. I'm live. Welcome, everybody. I am Driven Fitness Erica, your friendly and fabulous personal trainer and health and fitness expert. Happy Thursday. I almost said happy Wednesday. I'm usually here on Facebook Live on Wednesdays, but for those of you who don't know, I've been moving, so it's been a little crazy. So today I moved you to Thursday morning, so welcome. I'm cross-promoting to a new page today, Sierra Training and Wellness Studio, which is where we are now doing our in-studio and in-person classes and semi-private training sessions in Gardnerville, Nevada. So welcome. If you haven't tuned in with me before, I own and operate Driven Fitness. We've been around for 10 years. We specialize in helping men and women, really 40 plus, lose weight, gain strength and confidence, and be able to go out and do the things that they love to do. So you can learn more about me on our website, drivenfitnessnow.com. You can shoot me a message, but you learn a lot about me here on these live sessions. I am here almost every week, usually Wednesdays at 7:30-ish in the morning. So grab your favorite cup or your favorite mug of something, maybe cool if it's hot where you are, maybe warm and steamy if you're starting to feel the fall weather. Happy fall. And let's talk about cravings. So we got a couple people joining us. Good morning. So this is my week four. For the last 3 weeks, I've been talking about cravings. We talked about what cravings are. We talked about why cravings happen. Last week, we talked about whether you are a sweet craver or a salty craver, and maybe some of the research behind that explains why people crave perhaps more sweet or salty. And today, I wanted to wrap up. This is a lovely background today I have going on, by the way. This way. In the garage. Sorry about that. Usually I have a little better background, but that's okay. It's the content that matters, right? So hopefully you have joined me for the other 3 videos. If you haven't, you can go back here on Driven Fitness Nevada, one of those 2 pages, and look up videos, and you should be able to check out my other 3. Good morning. Whoever is joining us. I can't see the names anymore. I used to be able to do that in Facebook. Yay for Facebook is constantly changing things. And now I can't see. I know I've told people that before. So anyhow, if you know how I can change that from a Mac computer, let me know in the comments field so I can see who it is. So you can go check out the last 3 videos. They're usually 15 minutes or less, always 15 minutes or less, sometimes as short as 5 or 8 minutes. So check it out to get caught up. So today I wanted to talk about the food industry and how the companies, the large food manufacturers, really capitalize on the stuff that's happening in our brains and our bodies in response to sweet and salty things, and how it makes us want more. They are very tricky, those food companies. So companies engineer their foods based on our sweet or salty preferences. And I got all the information today from an NPR article. Let me look it up, because I always tell you I'm going to post it, and then most of the time I forget. So let me just tell you now while I see if anybody else joins us. It is NPR from 2015, actually, How the Food Industry Helps Engineer Our Cravings, from NPR, npr.org. So companies spend lots and lots of money trying to figure out how to make us, oh, hey, Tori, now I can see you. Maybe you have to put in a comment and then I can see who it is. We got 2 people on right now, so maybe whoever else is on can type in who you are or say hello, and maybe your name will pop up. Awesome, I love it. Okay, so companies spend a lot of money trying to figure out how to make us enjoy their foods and then, of course, buy more. So they hire employees, such as one, I don't remember his name specifically, who was trained in high math and experimental psychology to engineer foods. And this guy, I should tell you his name since I have the article right here. This guy was His name is, dun dun dun, Howard Moskowitz. Howard Moskowitz, he's highly trained in math, experimental psychology. He's actually the man who coined what the food industry calls the bliss point. Bliss point, that point where people eat something and it's just absolutely perfect, right? It's so blissful. He coined that phrase. So he took this reporter through creating a new flavor of soda for Dr. Pepper. He started with over 59 variations of sweetness, taking sweeteners, just 59 little differences, and he did a taste test with over 3,000 people of those 59 sweeteners. Then he stuck all those calculations, all those results into an algorithm in his computer, did a whole bunch of fancy math calculations, and it created this awesome bell curve. Well, I don't think it's awesome, but the food industry thinks it's awesome. This bell curve of sweetness that showed the perfect amount, or that bliss point, of sweetness for consumers. Not too sweet, not sweet enough, just perfect. And that bell curve created the exact point in sweetness where people will love it so much that they're going to want more and they're going to buy more, right? So that is how they are using math, science, engineering to create these foods that stimulate all those things we talked about in the last 3 weeks in the brain, the hormones that make you feel happy, content, and that make you want more. Knowing that if they then released this new flavor with that bliss point, people would like it and then they would buy it. And that's really how the companies are using people, employees, to create these new foods. And what is most worrying about this is not really the sweetness that is in a soda or candy or cookie. Like, that's what we expect to be sweet, right? You expect it to be sweet. To me, what's most worrying is that they're adding these bliss points to foods that didn't used to be sweet and shouldn't be sweet. So things like bread, yogurt, pasta sauce. They're adding sugar or various sweeteners to create these same chemical releases in the brain that sweet things do that will, again, cause you to like it and want it even more and then buy it more. So, like, for example, he said pasta sauce can have the sugar equivalent of like a couple of Oreos in a half of a cup of pasta sauce. And, growing up, if your mom made pasta sauce, or way back when, if you got it in a jar or a can, it was not super sweet. Not so much anymore. And that is what is worrying. Because nutritionists say that then we associate food with sweetness. And we expect everything to be sweet. Give me a little thumbs up or a like if you have tasted things recently and you're like, God, this is so sweet, and it shouldn't be. Like a pasta sauce or a bread or cheese or whatever, right? We've probably all had that. And so the nutritionists say the really worrisome thing about that is then we expect everything to be sweet in our foods, especially kids who can't really tell the difference or discern what things should be sweet and not sweet. And then when you go out and try to get them to eat broccoli or, green beans, and they're like, ugh, this isn't sweet. Well, most of our food isn't supposed to be sweet. So it's really creating a dangerous expectation. They're using the natural responses in our brains to create those feelings of happiness, blissfulness, and then sometimes, as we know, like almost into that addictive phase. But the good thing is that consumers are starting, or were starting, to care and take notice. So this article that I was using was written back in 2015. And the author said that in 2015, most big food companies reported drops in earnings. And most of the heads of the companies that were truthful about it said a lot of that was due to the fact that consumers, someone else joined. Good morning, we're talking about the food industry and how they work with cravings. The heads of the companies said that the drops in earnings were likely because people were more, they cared more about what they were putting into their bodies, and they were being more discerning about what they were purchasing, which is awesome. I agree that that is happening in some places. But today, obviously, people don't care that much because I looked at the latest statistics for obesity, and for 2017 to 2018, according to the CDC, 42% of Americans are obese now. 42% obese. not even just overweight, obese. And it doesn't take a lot to be considered medically obese, right? Over 30% body fat for women. Obese, 42%, almost half of Americans. So clearly, we might be caring, but we're not caring that much, or else we wouldn't be having this problem. So, how do we beat these cravings? Good morning, I have someone else here. If you quick put in a hello, then your name will pop up and I can say hi to you specifically. And another one. Oh man, we've been on for 10 minutes. It's taken a while for you guys to log in. So, I'm going to do a quick recap for all of you who just joined us. We're talking about cravings today and how the food industry engineers our food so that we crave it more. And the very simple way to put it, quickly, 36 seconds or less, is that they take a variety of say sweeteners, 60 sweeteners. They test thousands of people with those sweeteners and record whether they like them or don't like them. They put them into a math calculation and then pops out a formula that creates the most perfect bliss point of where things taste delicious to people to make them want them and buy them more and more. And that is dangerous. So how do you beat those cravings? Well, number one, don't buy them, right? Don't let your brain be a victim of that engineering. If you're not buying that stuff, then your brain does not get used to that feedback loop of eating, feeling blissful, eating, feeling blissful, right? So don't buy it. There's power in your wallet, okay? Make a statement with your wallet by what you buy. Those heads of the food companies knew it in 2015. Their earnings were going down because people were concerned about what they were eating. And that has to continue if we want to see a change. Cut out those processed foods whenever possible. Stick to lean proteins, fruits, veggies, grains that are not already cooked and processed, things you get in bulk or in a bag and have to cook yourself, right? Those things are not engineered to play upon those cravings. And read the labels. Like when you have your pasta sauce and you're going to get it from the store, look on the back. Does it have double digits of sugar for any reason other than there's tomatoes in it? Like, is there sugar added? There doesn't need to be, at least a very small amount. So read labels. Cut down on your processed foods. Don't buy all that stuff that they're engineering, and make a statement with your wallet. All right? So that is the last segment of my craving sessions. I hear my dog shaking over there, so I got distracted. Last segment on cravings. Next month, I'm going to be doing a special series on women in fitness. And I think I'm going to do it perhaps in a separate Facebook group. So I will send information out. If you're interested in that, we will be doing a once weekly Facebook Live all about women's fitness for 4 weeks. So watch all of our pages to check it out. And of course, as always, please, if you like this information, help support Driven Fitness and me, of course, by sharing it with your friends and family on your social media. And hopefully I will see you guys on Zoom virtually or in studio in Nevada soon. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.